Now we move on to a different sector and see how AI is innovating it. The session is 5G plus AI, empowering new tech innovation. Now, many envision a future where AI uses 5G networks due to enhanced network speed. AI can analyze data gathered from 5G networks, providing valuable insights for business. Now, let's hear from an expert with 4 decades of experience in the telecom networks area on the potential of 5G to carry out a digital revolution marked by AI. We have with us this afternoon Lieutenant General Dr. SP Kochhar, Director General, COAI. Lieutenant General Kochhar currently is the Director General of Cellular Operators Association of India. Pleasure to have you here with us. Over to you, Dr. Kochhar.
Thank you for that introduction, Justin. What is 5G and how is it different from earlier versions, and how AI will play a major role in exploiting 5G? As you're all aware, 5G is the first technology which will enable machines to talk to humans and vice versa. And there will be communications between machines and machines, machines and humans, humans and humans, and things of that nature. The subscriber base is set to increase because of multitude of sensors, of Industry 4.0 machines. The subscriber base is going to increase, that is the human subscriber base. So this is going to increase many fold. And the characteristics of 5G are higher speed and lower latency with greater aggregation power. Now, this is very important because till now the aggregation was limited, aggregation of customers was limited. Now it is going to become at least 10 times more than what it was before. And therefore, this will place a burden on network management, on subscriber management, and things of that type. Plus, you're aware that 5G has characteristics like network slicing, it has edge computing, it has device computing. So all this put together gives it a lot of flexibility and adaptability, which is enhanced by the software which drives 5G. You're aware that 5G is primarily a software-driven network with software-driven radios, which are virtualized. And of course, hardware is also there, but more and more software is coming in, and that is what gives it flexibility and adaptability on the positive side. And on the negative side, it increases the cyber vulnerability. In India, we are fortunate that 5G is coming at a time when Industry 4.0 is also being introduced. So both will mutually benefit from each other. And the aggregation capability of 5G, as we have seen from the recent auctions, will stand to increase many fold in the rural areas. And that is where the voids are, because a lot of spectrum has been sold in the 700 megahertz region. Which is eminently suitable for long range, maybe a little less capacity and a little less bandwidth, but very enhanced capacity. So with all this put together and with software playing the roost, please understand that the traditional methods of controlling a network, of managing a network, will become very difficult. And that is where software controls will be controlled by AI. And the AI which will be embedded in the network elements will control all kinds of network functions, the facilities which have to be offered, the SLAs which have to be monitored, and various things of that type. So this is as far as the network is concerned. With this AI insertion, what will happen is that the subscriber will get what he has asked for dynamically in real time, which in manual operation may not have been possible. Now coming on to the subscriber. You see, in up to 4G, it was a network which was rolled out with characteristics which were typical of that technology of 4G. And then the businesses started building their application on top of that, but with a limited type of facilities which could be given by the network. At that time, we didn't call it limited, but now when you look back, they are limited. But 5G will give so much of flexibility that it is now the businesses who will say, we want to run such a business. TSPs, please configure a network and cater to our requirements. You see, the businesses will now lead, and the TSPs will have the capability of configuring the network in conjunction with the demand of a subscriber. And this is something which is very important and will have to be controlled by AI. Now, AI is vulnerable. Any software is vulnerable. And AI will start functioning to its optimum capability only when we have a data set which is deep enough for it to use for drawing out inferences, which are essential for any AI application. So it is not that today we put AI and things will start working hunky-dory. It won't happen like that. It will be a hybrid system for some time till the time the databases can be built up. And thereafter, of course, AI will take over. And with AI taking over will come vulnerabilities, which will have to be controlled. And then I see that on top of the AI layer, there will be another AI, which will keep monitoring the AI and raise alarms for manual intervention or intervening by itself to see that the security vulnerabilities are taken care of. So that is, I think, in a nutshell, what the network will look like. But coming to the subscriber, now here, the applications of AI will be quite different, whether it is in edge computing or it is in device computing or it is in data centers or wherever there is an application. Here again, of course, data sets will be required, will have to be built up. But assuming that it has matured and AI is functional, it will enable a lot of dimensions which currently are not possible or not optimal, like AR, VR. Now these things will come into the fore, and with the capability of 5G of giving huge bandwidths, low latency, see the permutation and combination which will flow. Now see any sector, any vertical in the industry, in the government, in governance, and you will find that it will be amenable to be automated through this combination of AI and 5G. It was not possible in many applications till date because of the higher latencies, because of lower bandwidths available. But 5G will enable this, AI will control it. And therefore, the flip side there also is one is cyber. We will have to see that the cyber itself is organic, and it also has the same type of flexibility and adaptability as the network that it is protecting. And that can happen only with AI insertions. So another application of AI will come in there inside. The second application of AI which will come is in simulations. Right? Now, a lot of training will shift to simulators. At least part of the training, majority part of the training will shift to simulators, and then can be supplemented by in-lab training, on-hands training for a small part. So this will increase the reach and also improve the type of training which is imparted. It will improve e-governance because with 5G, we can configure the network sliced elements of the network, which will service a particular segment as per the SLAs which are given. And AI on top of that, on that application, will help in data visualization and help leaders to take decisions. The flip side which is emerging is that our job roles will shift. Currently, the job roles which are being done by manual intervention may be taken over to a large extent by AI. But that is nothing to worry about because higher job roles in the data field will emerge, and those are non-existent today. And therefore, the shift will be from a blue-collar worker possibly to a white-collar, to a no-collar worker. And from a no-collar worker of today, it will go into a white-collar domain. So there will be a lifting of the bar, so to say. So these are the things which I think a combination of AI and 5G will bring to the fore, but of course other technologies like AR, VR, 3D printing, things of that nature will also come in. And point of caution, vulnerabilities will also increase, and therefore more solutions will be required there. The way we work, the way we think, the way we analyze networks and applications will change, and the solutions will also change. So huge opportunity there, and it is going to be a very exciting future very soon. And therefore, I look forward to that. And Justin, thank you very much. Over to you now.
Thank you, Dr. Kochhar. Thank you, sir, for that enlightening talk.